we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, it didn't happen for more than 50 years. Then the Bucs played the Super Bowl in Tampa. The Rams played in L.A. And now here are the Raiders in their home stadium in Las Vegas.
And what an accomplishment this would be. You think about all the Raider fans back in the Bay Area, in Southern California, and of course in Las Vegas now, who have longed for this day. The Raiders going for their first title since beating Washington in January of 1984.
And meanwhile, for the Bears, it's been a long, dry spell.
There you go.
They were last in the big game
Good
in
coverage, boys.
2007 and had
Good
their
coverage.
only victory way back in 1986.
And partner, while we understand the Bears haven't been here very often, they certainly leave a mark, don't they? Go back to that one in 1986 against the Patriots. Beyond dominant. The entire season that way. Finished it off in the Super Bowl. Here, they just want to find a way to win.
There you go.
Another trophy to Chicago.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
11, Agate. Sink right.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. David Onyemata, excellent effort, and he earns a tackle for loss. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Hall gets this one to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First carry of the game for the Aggie alum, Devon Achane. Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Again, it's A-Chain. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Hall. They complete it to Hill. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A-Chain is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Dude, what the hell?
Pushes way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, Hall got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devon A-Chain from 3 yards out. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them.
Dude, God, why do you move so slow?
And, okay, forget the field goal. It looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after
That's gonna come back to
minutes.
us, probably.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. On the return, Hardy. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Dang, dude, I told you to run, and you said, no, I'm not doing that.
After giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Hall. Short throw to Smith. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's Hall. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Option handoff now to A-Chain. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Hall to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Hall. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Lawrence is throwing to the hands of Pickens.
Here we go.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing here is Hall. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hall. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through.
Our defense, you played a hell of a first half. Offense, you need to step it up.
Here in this Super Bowl. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Throwing again on second down. Hall. Flushed out right.
Dude, just run upfield. Oh, that was a first down if you upfield.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Hall to throw on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Looking to throw. Hall. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. Touchdown, Chicago! Devon A-Chain, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And how about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 there on 4th and 8. Again, it's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll start by running the option to the right. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. They've got his man complete. And finally taken down at the 34. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Play action. It's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is caught. Touchdown, George Pickens from 13 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 50. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A-Chain on the counter. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Devon A-Chain with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Bears are starting to pour it on to the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. There's Chris Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. This one deep for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Pickens on the slant. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. Finding Pickens for another catch. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, go Fury.
A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Blue strike. Ready.
Now it's Hall. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here comes Peppers. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Olave, 56 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Flush to his right. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And we've got a timeout.
What the hell? No, that was my fault, dude. Sorry. My controller fell. No, that's my fault. My controller fell on that one. Yeah.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.